Okay, I'm back as promised, and I just wanted to share something a little different this morning. Again, I'm always reading something or watching something, and I shared previously in my video on mindset about a quote from Gregory. So now I have this other quote where he was saying, if you don't know what happened behind you, you will never know what's going on around you. If you don't know what happened behind you, you will never know what's going on around you. It's behind you. There are some things in life that is now behind you, which is because you know what happened behind you. That's why you can understand what's going on now around you. That's important. And the reason why I shared that first is because I told you I was going to share with y'all this book I am getting into, and the author is Kimber Smith, Kember Smith, and it's called Poster Child. You get a chance, purchase that book. And you know, one of the things that she encouraged, because she encouraged young people to read it. She was a college student when she met this gentleman, and his name was Peter Bailey, and he was like a drug lord. He was big in that, and she was very afraid of him. And she did receive her clemency. She went from college to prison, okay? And she was released from prison in December 2000. She, under the clemency program that President Clinton had put in place. And so she talks about that. When y'all get a chance, if y'all can pull her up, her name is Kimber Smith. Her book is Poster Child. But she said something, not only on one of the clips that I saw for speaking, but also in her book. It says, don't get in with the wrong crowd. Don't get in with the wrong crowd. Her mindset was not to go to college and end up in prison, but she got around the wrong crowd. When a person can come back, and that's with all of us. That's with all of us. We have grandchildren and we have children that I know many of you have said that too. Don't get in the wrong crowd. And here's the thing. If you haven't said it, it might be that time to say it. Watch who you hang around. Remember just a while ago I was talking about small-minded people? Got somebody on here this morning saying something over social media. To me, that's small-minded. That's ugly. But I have to keep going to serve my purpose. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody is not, just because they are sitting on the front row, they not clapping for you. Small-minded people always trying to set themselves up, even early in the morning, to try to bring somebody else down, because they're not doing anything. Small-minded. Small-minded. They go back to what Dick Gregory said. They don't even know what happened behind them. trying to do this to me this morning on the live. They don't even understand what happened behind them. That's why they don't know what's going on around them. Because when you got time at 5:28 in the morning to send an ugly a message on social media, you can check your mindset. That's small-minded. I get up in the morning and I do what I do because I love to encourage other people. None of us have a perfect life. That goes for me, you, and everybody else. But we can, to the best of our ability, take what God has put in us to try to inspire somebody else to keep going. I'm talking about wanting to share information that maybe someone else didn't know about. Maybe somebody didn't know about the late, great Dick Gregory. Maybe just like yesterday I was talking about Joe Madison. Maybe somebody, the late, great Joe Madison, that just passed away from Sirius XM 126. You know, here we go. Something Joe Madison said. Everybody not going to like what you do. You just keep doing what you do. Be original. Be bold. Be authentic. And that's the truth. So many times we stop what God's purpose is for our lives because we start looking at other people. So, getting back to what I was saying about Kimber Smith, her story is powerful. She actually was released from prison way earlier than what she thought she was going to be. But she goes around and she tells her story. And that's the good thing. Because when we go through things in life, we're supposed to take those things, those stories, those testimonies in our life and share them with other people in hopes that we build somebody else up. It's about building. Great-minded people are building. They have the mindset of building. And that is what she's doing in this book that she wrote. She travels all over. And she had a child by this guy who was very abusive to her. His name again was Peter Bailey. Not Peter Bailey. Sorry. Peter. And what he did, he had her in such terror. He had her in such terror that even when her daddy said that he wanted to do something about it to him, and she knew how dangerous he was because he had told her he would kill her if she ever said anything against him or shared anything. So the fear continued even when she wasn't around him any longer. But she did go to prison behind stuff that she had gotten caught up because of him, which was drugs. But she had some good parents because she had her baby while she was in prison, and her parents was raising her child until she got out. But she did get clemency, and her child is now, and she tells her own story, her child is now in college. See what I'm saying? She had parents in the mindset of, we know that we have a child that met up and got in the wrong crowd or whatever they might have been saying. Because as parents and as grandparents, how we are. We always talking. We always sharing. We're always trying to give our loved ones the best information that we can. So when you're around people like that, even though you down, great-minded people, they're going to do what they can to help you to keep going, to help you to keep growing. And they understood where they came from. They knew what was behind them, was now behind them, but they understood when their child, things came out about the situation she had been involved in, and she ended up going to prison. They understood what was going on around them when things began to surface and come to life. And that is what all of us need to understand. There are some things that's behind us, and we need to lead them back there. All that negative, all that ugliness, all that demeaning, whatever was in your life that was trying to hold you back, was trying to bring you down, hold your head up, push your chin up, straighten your back up, and keep going. Because you don't get old because you were playing. You get older because you stop playing. Can I say that again? See, you get older because you stop playing, not because you kept playing with life. In life, sometimes you got to stop playing. You got to start taking some things serious. And like her quote in her book says, don't get in with the wrong crowd. See what I see in that? Stop playing. Get yourself together. Rise up to your potential. You do that for yourself, not for everybody else. Get you straight first. Because if you keep playing, you're going to cut some years out of your life. See? And to get older, you got to stop playing. To get wiser, to become wiser, you must stop playing. Because if you keep playing, and when I say playing, I'm talking about not taking life serious. Not understanding your history. Not knowing what has been behind you. So that now you can understand what's going on around you. And in this world, it's like this world is just upside down. Everybody trying to put somebody else down. Everybody trying to destroy somebody else. People, I don't know, the hearts of people are just black now. Not everybody, but a lot of people, their hearts are just black now. And when you're around a person with a black heart, that person gonna destroy you. I don't care how you try to fix them. I don't care how you try to fix a person with a black heart. For one thing, they still playing with life. Not serious about life. And on top of that, they got a lot of meanness in their hearts. And your heart connects with your mind. And your mind, whatever is in there, comes out of your mouth. Get that? It's all working together. Whatever is in your heart travels to your mind, the way you think in your mind. And then it comes out of your mouth. When people have a black heart and you connect yourself in crowds of people like that, you're going to start acting like that. You're going to start looking like that. Because you look like that crowd that you hang around. When am I going to stop playing? That's a question to ask yourself. See, when I talk to you, I'm talking to myself as well. When I'm sharing with you, I'm sharing with myself. I'm reminding myself not to be that way. This is why God don't want you to be like that. God don't want you to have a black heart. God don't want you to have a mean spirit. God don't want you walking around with a small mind, gossiping and putting other people down. That's not what he wants for you. And you shouldn't want that for yourself. Because you know what? You'll never grow. Only reason why you're growing in life because you stopped playing. If you would have kept playing, you would have stopped growing. But you're growing because you stopped playing with life. With life. If you hang around foolish people, you're going to act foolish. You're going to look foolish. If you hang around gossipy people, you're going to start gossiping. You're going to start putting everybody else down, trying to destroy people's life, saying things about people that are not factual. That is how life works when you keep playing. And eventually your plan will catch up with you. Eventually, your plan is going to catch up with you. And you will suffer. That's all of us. The consequences of how you choose to live your life. Follow the crowd. You're going to keep playing. And when you're playing, you lose years in your own life of living out your greatness. Because you spent time tearing down when you could have been building up. Those things that's behind you are behind you. Those things that are behind you are behind you. Look into your future. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Life is like a bicycle. As long as you're pedaling, your foot is on that pedal, you're moving forward. And once you stop, you got to get off that bike. You're not moving. You're not going anywhere. So if you want to keep moving in life, be like that bicycle. Keep going forward. Keep pedaling. You might fall sometimes, but get back up and keep going. All right? Have a wonderful day. Watch the crowd that you hang around. Read that book I was telling you about. It is, again, Poster Child. That's the name of the book. Poster Child by Kimber Smith. And I do leave this quote with you by the late, great Dick Gregory. If you don't know what happened behind you, you will never know what's going on around you. All right? Have a wonderful day.